it's happened again. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, middle of the night, and a piece of news has landed on my desk that's forced me to get out of bed and get to work. I suppose I might as well do it while the work's still here, because it's drying up by the day. Now, this ship that we're all sailing on together, those creators and viewers, the HMS Titanic, HMS YouTube, has been slowly sinking, more rapidly sinking recently. And the news from, this is what kickstarted this video, the Wall Street Journal, it's an American news outlet who, not so long ago, published some news that apparently YouTube was losing more than it was, that more advertisers were backing out than were true and trying to stir the pot and basically make our lives even harder than it already is. Now this video is, I was already planning to do a video similar on this topic, but it might as well happen now. It's going to be covering the problems of YouTube, both from the creator and the viewer's perspective, and just how much longer can this ship stay afloat. We always know it's really going to end one day, sooner or later, but what do we do in the meantime to try and save this ship or to try and rebuild it? It's a really difficult question, and it's obviously one that isn't simple. YouTube is not a small company, and neither is Google. I'm sure there are plenty of smart people behind all this, but there's so much going on lately that is, you can clearly see channels such as myself are really struggling. And this isn't so much as a cry for help, but more as a cry of how can we stop this? Quite frankly, my dreams of being a full-time content creator and being able to do this full-time has went out the window a long time ago after the first year or so. But after the recent, well not so recent changes to YouTube's algorithm, to the way that it's just so hard to get viewers these days, especially when you're just trying to make honest content without trying to be clickbaity and all of this typical stuff. So it comes with a massive problem on YouTube that both for viewers and creators that are dealing with all the bullshit, not only from YouTube's end, but from the creators' end, it's just becoming out of control. You've got to understand that if you're not a creator, I'll give you a little insight of some of the difficulties that you might come across being a content creator. Avoiding copyright is always a massive issue, but that's pretty easy. There are always going to be cowboys out there claiming copyright when it's not and stuff like that, which is a massive legal headache, but it's just a part of the parcel. It's something you've got to just deal with, which is something I've come to get used to. But then you have the struggling changes with the algorithm. Now the algorithm, for some people that don't know, is basically what YouTube uses to determine what video to show you. So when you search for something, or when you look in your recommended section on YouTube, it's the algorithm that works out what to put there, what to show you. Whether it be stuff that you've already watched before, which is usually the case, or it tries to push the major videos that they consider to deserve being pushed to the public. Now, this is where problems have been rising for the last couple of years. It's so hard to get into that algorithm, because obviously it's not a transparent system. They won't tell you how it works. So from the creator side, we're just sat working out a puzzle, and because the puzzle keeps changing, it means that it's a massive, never-ending struggle. Now after the last changes to the algorithm, my channel has suffered for a couple of reasons, mainly because I don't upload as often as I used to, mainly because I just don't have the time or the money to really throw at this. And quite frankly, YouTube is pushing creators away between having to deal with the trolls, the general stupidity of people, because you'll always get people that come into a video, they don't know the entire facts of the situation, or they don't take everything into consideration and stuff like that, and then you end up with all those problems. And it's just such a minefield. It's literally, it's like juggling, but you never learnt to juggle sort of thing. I've never been very good at juggling, but YouTube's made me better at it in a way. I owe a lot of things to YouTube. Now, I must express in this video, it's not as much as I want to tear apart the Wall Street Journal or anything right now, because I am angry at them. But there's so many problems here on YouTube that it's not my biggest worry at the front of my mind right now, even as I'm trying to go to sleep. I was watching all this news about this Wall Street Journal information, and it just reminded me that YouTube has a really hard job of not just sinking. I mean, yeah, you can, if you look around some of the main channels, some of them are doing okay, but even some of the rather large channels that used to be large have just suddenly sort of slowed to a crawl. There are barely any growth, and it's just, and obviously I don't know if this is included with just a bug or anything, because every time you upload a video you lose subscribers, which is just fun. Quite frankly, between dealing with all this stuff and trying to juggle, you know, a personal life and stuff like that, and living. Having to make videos is one thing, but when you're making them and you just feel like YouTube's just ignoring you, which is the truth of it really. I upload a video and there's no reason why they shouldn't do as good as the older videos, if not better. I have a larger subscriber base than previous months and years, and it's gone the opposite way. I don't think I've got worse as a creator, I really don't. I might have stopped doing the things that some people like, but then there's always going to be other people that like the stuff that I do now. And it seems that that's the problem. I can't find a new audience. And the audience that was here is mostly being ignored because the YouTube algorithm goes, oh well, because my channel is a variety channel, even though it's mostly gaming, not everyone will watch all of my videos. That's just an average thing. But YouTube might have taken this out of the equation, but obviously it's just guesswork because YouTube don't talk to us properly. So I don't know whether it's just me failing or YouTube not caring. Maybe there is an audience out there still for me, and maybe there is hope to keep on going, to keep relentlessly trying to make the best content I can without wasting people's time. That is a never-ending battle for me, that most YouTubers never even consider. And they're the ones that are growing faster than me, than even channels that I love, that are just barely growing. It's a terrible state, YouTube. It's a sad thing to see. I don't want to see this channel just turn over and die within the next couple of years. There's no reason why YouTube can't get better than this. One of the major problems I need to address before the end of this video, I have mentioned it before in the past, but it's worth repeating. If you like any content creator on this site, and you run ad block or anything else like that, please whitelist the channel or the site as a whole, or at least donate £1 or $1 a month for something to your favourite creators, because it could be the thing that saves us. Look at some great channels, like there are some really channels that I love that I even recommend on my main channel homepage, but even some of them have having to do sponsorship deals with companies that they probably wouldn't have done previously, like a year or two ago. And it's sad to see my beloved channels that I have no hand in, that I just watch, just suffering. Why? Why? Because people refuse to watch an advert, and that makes the whole advert situation worse, because if you don't watch them then everyone else has to watch more adverts. It's just, we had a really good thing on YouTube. I didn't, because I was never on board early enough, quite frankly. I jumped on this ship way too late. It was like, but that's just the thing. So unfortunately, if you're a content creator yourself and you're a new content creator, good luck to you. I have given up. I really have. I'll still make occasional videos, but quite frankly I've given up worrying about how many people watch them, because I expect it to be none. I really do. Literally a year ago, my average, like my lowest bar set for every video uploaded was around 100 views, and that was never a problem to really meet. Now I can barely get 100 on one in a month. It's really terrible. And I'm not saying boo-hoo cry for me, it doesn't, you know, it's just a situation. If you want to help me in particular, or any other content creator, click the bell next to the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It will always alert you to new uploads from that creator, where the YouTube algorithm seemingly, well obviously, can't be trusted to do that simple task. If you subscribe to someone, surely that means you want to see their videos, even if you want a choice not to watch certain ones, so at least know it was there. It's not exactly like I flood your inbox, is it? Your subscription box. I don't exactly upload 5 videos a day, especially not these days, so there's no worry of it. Just do something for your favourite creators. Find them new fans that, you know, just introduce them to friends, share videos that you like. Just, that's all. We're not asking for the world, we're just asking to be treated fairly. Hopefully you can agree with that. And it's 2 AM, I'm starting to stumble on my words. I want to go to bed. Oh, fuck, I'm going to edit this. YouTube, please. I've invested too much equipment, time and effort learning this stuff to just abandon it now. I really want to keep making videos and keep entertaining people or informing people or whatever it is I'm doing here. So yeah, please save my future dreams. Save your current creators' dreams and lives and food and bills. You know, just help where you can. You don't need to do much, you really don't. Just give a little, and it really does mean a lot. I know I've got that from an advert somewhere, but fuck it, it's late, I'm going to just get this done. I'll hopefully see you in the next video if this ship hasn't hit the bottom of the sea, and goodbye.